The second you introduce technology, the conversation has to start. It doesn't have to be complicated, but it has to start. And the way I would start it is by implementing some rules. So the three primary rules, and I call these the pillars of online safety. I call them my three pillars of online safety. Rule number one, technology will never, ever make its way into their bedroom. Your bedroom is a no technology zone. Not a TV, not a tablet, not a phone, not a computer. That's the golden rule. Number two, no social media until you are 13 years of age. Now, that's the terms of service as outlined by all the platforms. If you and I are friends and you ask me what's the right age, I'll say 14, 15. I have to go by the terms of service. And golden rule number three, no smartphone until middle to end of grade 8. There is absolutely no need, unless medically required, for a child to have a $1,500 phone that is more powerful and more complicated than any adult can imagine or understand it, yet you've given it to your child. Those three rules can impact the ability for your child to have a good start to being safe online. Don't ever fall for that sad face, the tears, or the guilt. Parents are so susceptible to guilt, and they feel like they're not giving their child enough, and that has to stop. So if your child comes home and asks you, I'd like to download that game, you know what? I'm going to look into it. Go play, but it's not happening right now. So remove it out of your mind for the next day or two. Now, the parents must do their due diligence. Look at the age rating, number one. If your child is 8 and that game says 12, it's a by default no. It's not negotiating. It's a hard no without guilt. Let's say it's the right age. Is it paid or is it free? If it's available to be paid and it's age appropriate, you pay, because the free versions will have ads, and those ads can be very inappropriate. So when a manufacturer submits a game to an organization, say, please let anyone download it, the organization, the two biggest ones out there, will say, yeah, the game is educational. The ads look appropriate, but then as the game is out there, because the ads aren't controlled by the organization, the social media the smartphone platform that is allowing it to be downloaded, the ads are being controlled by the individual who created the ad. They can start slipping in the more mature content, which gets them more revenue. And then your child is subject to that. So if you want to remove ads, you absolutely pay for the game. And a lot of them can be $5, $10. It's worth it, 100%. And I would actually play the game, see what it's doing, see how it's impacting your child, and finally do an online review and see what other parents are saying about it. There's so many communities out there that are talking about specific games. And then say yes or no, but with the restrictions. So the game won't be played in their bedroom because you're not allowing technology in the bedroom. They'll be played with their real friends. Remember this phrase, friends are not found, made online, okay? If your child plays with the neighbor who you know and your cousin, obviously you know, that's fine, because you know they're human beings, they have relationships. But when a child says, I want to play this game, and they come to you and they say, I made a friend online. No, they didn't. You don't know who's behind that screen. You don't know how the interaction will go. So the rules after you say yes are very important. Is some of the education scary? Yes. Is some of the education mature so that the child finds it scary? So not to you and I, but to them, yes. But it's important to have the education. So if a child has YouTube and your child doesn't, there are reasons you said no. So your child will watch YouTube Kids and their child can watch YouTube. Doesn't matter what they do, you're about protecting your home. When it comes to things like Snapchat, the number one platform that kids will ask for, because it is the number one communication platform amongst Generation Z and Alpha, and really a reminder to parents, Alpha is not 13, okay? So I don't know why they're giving it to them. Excuse me. You must be a certain age to have it. If you are not the age, and you're not educated, and you don't follow the rules I give you, you will not have it. I don't care what everybody else has. I'm the parent, I love you, I care about you, and that's why you will follow the rules that I give you. Parents have to stop being afraid of using a simple word, no. It's the same in every language, correct? No. Use it, without guilt, without shame, and when the kids cry, they'll get over it. When the right time arises, with the proper education, with real friends, with restrictions, turn it to a yes. But at a young age, you keep it no. And when they guilt you by saying, but everyone else has it, too bad. You know, we grew up in a generation where when our parents said no, we just listened. Now kids want justification. They want rationale. They want to make you feel bad for saying it. A whole different parenting generation. And parents will fall to that in terms of the guilt. And we have to stop that because we are the parents. We are in charge and we're doing what we're doing as parents, being strict, because we care about them. And parents have to remember their role in protecting their children online. So all the studies in North America in terms of screen time are inconclusive. There's no perfect answer. Here's how I break up screen time. I call it the 33-33-33 factor. 1/3 of their screen time, school. 1/3, consumption, meaning play games, watch TV. They're allowed to. They're kids. Let them be a kid. The last third, creation. Coding, blogging, app development, robotics, podcasting. If you set up a time amount, let's say it's 4 hours a day, which you can argue is a lot, it is, but let's go with that. And 1/3 is school, 1/3 is being a kid, 1/3 is using this to create. But now you break it up. You incorporate walking the dog, making dinner, cutting the grass, shoveling the snow, playing outside, exercise. Because it's not a consecutive amount of time, that's a first positive. And the second positive is because only one of the three is consuming, one is learning and one is creating, screen time doesn't have to be negative. I've had parents say, I've implemented this, but my child is spending much more time coding or blogging or making a podcast. I said, you're welcome. That's good. That's good screen time. We want good screen time because it shows me that they're creating versus just consuming. Playing a game is consumption. Watching TV, which you and I did, is consumption. They're allowed to in moderation. And if they focus their efforts on making the world a better place, making a cool app, making a cool game. I talk to kids how I was coding as a kid and how I got a career because I was a coder. It's such a rewarding feeling. My mom didn't associate the coding with a career. She saw it as one thing, computer time. That was a challenge back then. But if we can differentiate time on a screen consuming versus time creating, you'll notice a benefit.